a Indie World Showcase happened today, so this is my discussion of it for April 14th, 2021. I'm Auckland. If you enjoy my content, please hit the subscribe button, like button, also share with your friends if you don't mind. Also, please comment, ask me a question, or comment in general. I'll do my best to answer them. Also, if you don't mind, hit the notification bell down below, and you will be notified when I go live or upload another video. And if you want to become a fan of me, Auckland, then subscribe to the channel. You will become a fan. I hope so. Alright, I got my notes here. Yeah, it's alright. It was a few games here and there, and it wasn't too bad. Most of it is meh, pass. But it was alright. Okay, here we go. Road 96. It's the first game. It's a first-person story-driven title. All these games are indie titles. You travel through memories. I guess you experience memories on the road. You can have different choices, different paths that you can take. You can take a taxi. You can be on the road just walking, take a truck, interact with characters and stuff like that. There was a moment where you were playing as a character shooting a gun at some cars. It's coming out later this year, 2021. Next is it Aerial Knights Never Yield. It'll be released on May 19th, 2021. A demo is out later on today. Maybe out now. It is a runner. 3D side-scroller set in the future. Music from artists around the world. It actually looks pretty good. I may end up checking that out. Probably. A runner is a character that you play as in a game that's non-stop running. You can't stop them from running. You go through obstacles, jump through them, slide underneath objects, stuff like that. It's just non-stop running. That's what it's called a runner for. Alright, next is Last Stop and Hindsight. Two separate games, both created by the same company. The company that made the game What Remains of Edith Finch. So it's a first-person game. It's got a story connected to it for both games. And Last Stop is going to be released on July 2021, and Hindsight is later this year. It's kind of hard to describe the art style, but if you know about the game What Remains of Edith Finch, of how it looks, then you know what kind of art style it is. It's hard for me to describe stuff like that. It's just go and check this Indie World Showcase out if you don't mind. Next was an okay game, OlliOlli World. Apparently this is a franchise, a series. It's going to be released this winter. It's a skateboarding action platformer. Doesn't look too bad. I'll have to check it out. Next is Longing. It was very creepy, very depressing side-scroller. You have to pass the time for 400 days in real time. But you don't have to play this game for 400 days to enjoy the experience or to actually interact with the character. You play as a character. It's a creepy looking thing. You explore caves and solve puzzles. It's a hand-drawn art style. It's out today. Or later today, Next game is There Is No Game. Wrong Dimension. You heard it correctly. A title of this game is There Is No Game. Point and click adventure title. Not really for me, but I know a lot of people love point and clicks. It's out today. Next is a surprise. I was not expecting this game to be here. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge is basically a sequel to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4 game. Was it Turtles in Time for the Super Nintendo? This is pretty much a sequel to that. Cowabunga. This, oh man, beat 'em ups, classic beat 'em ups Ninja Turtle game. It's coming out later this year. Really hope this gets a physical copy. Even if it is by limited run, at least it can get a physical copy. That'll be awesome. Next is Cris Tales. It's a JRPG. The art style is very interesting. It's coming out July 20th, 2021. Next is Gets Fuma Den Undying Moon. I probably pronounced that wrong. It's a Japanese art style hack and slash roguelike game. Looks pretty good, but it won't be coming out until 2022, so that's next year. Next is Aztec Forgotten Gods. This looks pretty cool. It looked like it was a 3D action adventure, definitely an action adventure for sure. It's coming out fall of 2021, so later this year. Definitely very interested in that one. Next is Skull, the Hero Slayer. It's a 2D roguelike action platformer side scroller. And you play as a skeleton body that has 90 different heads that you can attach to the body. So it's basically like 90 different characters, but technically it's just the heads. And I think they have different abilities, I believe is what it said. It's coming out summer 2021. It looks pretty good. Next is Art Rally. It's a racing game. It's like one of those racing style games, like where you're looking up above and the car's like really, really tiny. I'm not sure how to describe the gameplay of that. I guess like you're driving a RC car, something like that. Summer 2021. Next is Kiwi. Ever seen those animals called kiwis? Well, in this game, they're in the game, and it kind of looked like a puzzle game, and also looked like maybe it might have been an action-adventure game. Kind of like you could control them a little bit and use them to solve puzzles. It comes out August 2021. Next is Labyrinth City. Can't pronounce the rest of the title. Is some kind of P word. The Maze Detective. It's coming out spring 2021. It looked like a RPG. I think that's how you would say it, right? It's an RPG. Kind of reminded me of Bravely Default. It's not really that art style, but it looks like it plays like Bravely Default. Alright, next is Weaving Tides. Comes out May 2021. You play as this stingray looking creature. You're flying through the levels, and the levels underneath you are actual weaves of material. So it's pretty interesting. But I don't know if that would be for me or not, but maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Next was a surprise. The House of Dead remake is coming out later this year. And of course, House of Dead is a first-person shooter. You shoot up zombies and take them out. Awesome. That series has been around for quite a while. Next is it Ender Lies? I don't know. I can't pronounce the rest of the game. It's a Q title. Quietus of the Nights. Coming out June 2021. It's a side scroller. Next is Beasts of Maravilla Island. It's going to be released June 2021. It's an action adventure, and you take pictures, but you control a character. You're walking around through a forest or any other locations like that. And it's not like what was that game series? I had to go look it up. The game series I was talking about is Beyond Good and Evil. It kind of sort of reminded me of that series, but not really. So, okay. Next is the last two games. I think you pronounce this Fez, F-E-Z. It's out later today. Reminds me, the art style of it reminds me of Cave Story Plus. Same looking graphics. It's a side scroller. Next is the last game. Is it Oxven Free 2? So I guess it's a series. It's the second game in the series. Lost Signals is the rest of the title. It has a release date of 2021. That's it. I don't know. It just looks kind of weird. It's like you're playing as a little tiny character, and you're playing with a radio, trying to get signals inside the forest, and all that. It's just not for me. So yeah, this Indie World Showcase was okay. All right, it had some awesome games there, some shockers. But yeah, it was okay. It was all right. All right, this is my discussion of the Indie World Showcase, April 14th, 2021. Hope you enjoyed this video. Alright, thanks so much. Alright, bye.